morning, everybody. I think we're going to talk about relationships today. You know, husband and wife, those kind of relationships. What builds a strong relationship? Now, understand the Illuminati with an A, not an I. You know, it's about behavior. It's about behaving. It's about godly behavior. It ain't about money dropping out of heaven for a tithe and, you know, making some religious leader a god or like an icon, or it's about behavior. Trying to behave like Jesus, because the world gets better or worse based on the way we behave. So now when you talk about a relationship, yes, it's natural to want a person you're physically attracted to. I mean, obviously, you know, usually that is the first thing when it comes to a sexual relationship, somebody you're attracted to, physically. But to have a long-lasting relationship has to go way deeper than that, because you got to remember this. Say you get the prettiest girl or the most handsome man, and he's the best in the bedroom and you know, sexually and everything else, and you fall in love with that man. Say you guys have sex early in the relationship and you fall in love with this man or this woman, but now after the sex is gone, or outside of the sex, he's lying to you, or he or she is lying to you, he or she is wasting your money, he or she is cheating on you, he or she is talking to you like crap, being arrogant with you. What else can you? Maybe even physically abusing you. What else can you do? Lazy as anything. That sex ain't gonna last. That pleasure in the bedroom is gonna become secondary real quick to the other, because you're gonna have so much other misery that bedroom sex or them looks are gonna become secondary real quick. So behavior is paramount to looks and sex. You know, if a person doesn't have a behavior, because let's face it, you look at it, you could look at the best picture in the world, your favorite painter. You look at it enough times, it just becomes another painting. So behavior is what makes a relationship last. Trust, you know, common goals money-wise. You know, trust is a big thing. Like I said, trust before. You know, a person that's willing to compliment your goals instead of, and I don't want to make it all about goals, but you know, you don't want to be the one working hard, trying to get a house, trying to get this, trying to get that, and then the other person is laying around all day not doing nothing and expecting you to take care of them. You know, and that goes from a man or a woman's perspective. So people contributing to the goodness of the relationship is important. These are the things that build a long-lasting relationship. You know, in the ungodly world, and this is why relationships don't really work in the ungodly world. It's looks and sex first, everything else later. So the relationship starts and it seems strong, but it falls apart, it fizzles, because it was built on a foundation of sin. You know, because, you know, if you can't get along with somebody, after a while you ain't really having sex with them. You know, that all that stuff kind of goes out of the window. So the relationship just fizzles out. You know, then if you got kids, you know, and the way America is with the legal system, you know, and marriage and all, it just makes for a whole mess. You know, between, you know, you got kids, now you're dealing with the court systems, you're dealing with, you know, you can be dealing with divorce lawyers and everything else. So what seemed good, so good going in, turns out to be a nightmare. So this is why godly behavior trumps physical attraction and sex. And don't get me wrong, it's natural to like somebody you're physically attracted to, but you have to get to know people on a deeper level if you want to have a long-lasting relationship. You know, I was going to say something else. I'm trying to think of that. Let me think about that. But that's the gist of what I'm trying to get at. You know, godly behavior is most important. And this is why, like, if you're seeking God and you have a person that's seeking the world, your two paths are going to collide. You know, and don't get me wrong. You know, I'm a man of God, but I go out to dinner and I mean, I don't drink much for health reasons, but, you know, the Lord doesn't mind drinking as long as you ain't getting drunk and acting all stupid. If you want a few cocktails, you know, it's okay to have, you can go out and have fun and not do all kinds of sin and wickedness and all kinds of craziness. You know, I pretty much do everything everybody else does, with the exception of the sexual immorality and the heavy drinking and the drug use and a lot of the things that the world thinks is good. Other than that, I live a normal life. I do everything most people do, you know. So that being said, what I'm trying to say is I stay away from them self and socially destructive behaviors. And I can go out and have fun and stay away from those things, because God has made me strong enough to do that. And that's where seeking God makes you strong enough to stay away from those behaviors, because you don't really need them, you know, because you're thinking on a deeper level. So with that being said, God bless and have a good day.